touch me. You're ugly. These women love me. Bro, they trying to me. That's the wrong way, me. Back your buddy, if you get lucky, it'll get yucky. Little buddy touch me. I can turn auntie into a I'm in the S5 facing cuffy, cause I can't name that guy dummy. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. I'm the one golded. Me, I'm the one golded. Me, I'm the one golded. Me, I'm the one golded. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this.
On the banks of Lake Erie, a look inside Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland. The punter, Jake Bailey, on to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he goes nowhere, buried back at the 15-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. On the carry, this is Nick Chubb. And a good start on the ground. He gets 8 on the game's opener. Here's 2nd and 2. Slot receiver, headed right. Once again, it's Chubb. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a game. He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
The ability to sustain possession and continue to get new sets of down, it just allows more and more opportunities for those eventual chunk plays. And that's what every offense in the league is looking for. But the more first downs, the more snaps, the more opportunities.
On 1st and 10, it's Chubb. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
On the handoff, this is Chubb. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. And he will score. David Njoku. Touchdown, Cleveland. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. To break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon Achane. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the gun, here's Tua. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Here's a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. Now a 1st down throw for Tua. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. To throw is Tua. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. That one incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Throwing again, it's Tua. That's caught by Smith on the right side. Here's 3rd and 7. Again, it's Tua. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and they have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
First and 10. They bring Judy in motion. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Chubb. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Here's 3rd and 2. Man in motion, heading left. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And he looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Tua now on 1st down. The throw on the run is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Tua going to give it to Achane. And he'll get forward for a couple. Right down bit up to make the play. Second down and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And he's going going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Once again, it's Achane. He'll be stopped just a short gain, down to the 30. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Play action. Tagovailoa. This is Carter for 2. And he'll take it on in. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown, Dolphins. Point after. Coming up here. He knocks it through. And the Dolphins will tie things up here in the first half. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll go with Chubb. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 10.
A run up the middle with Chubb. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Let's try and run it here, and it's Chubb. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up 4th down. On comes the punter now, as he is on to punt for Cleveland. Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Catch made there by Waddle. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
first and 10. Here's Tua. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Throwing is Tua. He's going to air this one out. Looking for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Tua. He's going to try it here again. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Now they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
On first and 10, it's Achane. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's second and 6. They'll run right here. It's Achane. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Tua on the fake, gets it to Waddle. And he's into the end zone. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. The kicking team off for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will move out to a 14-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. It's picked up by the Dolphins. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. That's the safety, Greg Delpit.
All right, Mike, at this point, am I allowed to call timeout? Because I would love to talk to both of these offenses. Listen, guys, ball security. Protecting the ball is the #1 rule in football. You got one side losing it on a fumble, the other side gives it right back with a pick. I mean, come on, guys. As an offensive guy, I want to see big plays. I want to see long drives, touchdowns. Not a game of hot potato bouncing the ball back and forth.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Back to the air again. That's over the middle and intercepted. It is picked up by the rookie safety. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
We had a chance to talk to the defensive coordinator the other day, and remember what he told us, Mike? He said, we know how talented this young rookie quarterback is. He can make all the throws. We've seen him do it in college. But it's a different animal now doing this in the NFL. We think we can make him force some bad throws and make some bad decisions. And so far here in the first half, that's exactly what they've done.
The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Tua. He pulls it in around the 5. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. So we're at the half, and the visiting Dolphins are in the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half, about to get started. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Tua. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. It's second down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
It is a big play. Tua to Tyreek. 54 yards.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and being able to strike in bunches, generate big, explosive plays, primarily through the air. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
They get the veteran, Teron Armstead. Now a give to Achane, heading right. He'll work forward, a short gain to the 25. Grant Delpit up to make the play. Off play action, it's Tua. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Tungo Vailoa. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That is Bradley Chubb. Tough to stop. He comes up with the sack.
At the 23-yard line.
Now, faking the give. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike. And now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Seibert's extra point is true, and the Dolphins up their lead. It's now 24-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, this is going to be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Running is Chubb. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Off the play fake. He'll look. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up third down.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. From the gun, here's Tua. Through the middle of the field. And he will score. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins.
This is kind of the feast or famine anytime a defensive coordinator dials up a man pressure. And when you don't get home, it just puts so much stress on your secondary, Mike. They feel like they're out there defending their man for an eternity. And quarterback had his opportunity to find his matchup, good protection up front, and they just couldn't hold up in coverage long enough, and they give up a big touchdown.
Makes the score Dolphins 31, Browns 7. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this one out. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Throwing now on first and 10. Now sets up a screen for Chubb. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
A run out of the gun. Here's Chubb. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 3.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's second and 11. They'll run with Achane. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. Here's 2. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that.
Locked
in this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
That's what's up. Locked in.
And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Chubb. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
He'll look to throw. And more of the... And now he loses the football. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Miami. That is yet another touchdown. And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
Next to score, Dolphins 41, Browns 7. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in. because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier. Yeah, now it's just getting out of control, Mike. I mean, to see him continue to put the ball in harm's way time and time again, it's a little miscommunication. It's a little bad execution. I'm sure it's a little bit of everything. But at the end of the day, the ball is in your hands. You've got to make better decisions with it.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their second pick six of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's one pick six, but to get two pick sixes in the same game, this defense is on fire.
A try here for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Dolphins will add one more onto their big lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Chubb. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing now from the gun. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. Now he'll air one out. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
5 minutes left.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And more of the same. Another interception. And the Dolphins are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Now a 1st down throw for Tua. And that is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Dolphins first down. Again, it's Tua. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Dolphins. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Now the try for an extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Back to throw. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
So often it just comes down to decision-making, and while you understand there's going to be ups and downs and ebbs and flows anytime you're dealing with a young rookie quarterback, the reality is he wants to play well here at home. Maybe he's pressing a little bit, but he wants his fans at his home crowd to be behind him and support him. That's going to come. That's going to be all in due time. But here today, he's got to worry about just play well and execute at the quarterback position. Everything else will take care of itself.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. But they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one first down, or you're going to put your defense in it.
Into space. And he will take this one in. 90 yards. Touchdown, Miami. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Extra point attempt still to come. It's up and through. And the Dolphins stretch things out even further. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he goes nowhere. Buried back at the 15-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. That's taken in by Chubb. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Now they'll set up to throw. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Quan Martin.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Two and out on 1st down. He'll get this out quickly to Hill. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. That's taken in by Achane. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Miami.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin White, inside the 40. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment uplifting for them. Big momentum building.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
I threw a pick six. It's in the red zone. It's 62-14.
Tua gonna throw. They'll set up the receiver screen with Waddle. And
Morale
he get away.
boost,
No,
morale
he's
boost.
taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. Third and long. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. They snap it to Tua. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down. That was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. Throwing again, it's Tua. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Tua to throw again. He runs with it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Seibert's extra point is true. And the Dolphins add on to their already sizable lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. First and 10. Now, faking the give. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
action. He'll set up to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
This one batted in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with first and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
This is the best starting field position you could ever have. First and goal from the one. Here's Achane. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Now we'll get whistles, and they have signaled for a timeout. Curious there. Not sure the logic, but one stoppage with 5 seconds to go. One more time, it's Achane. And he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit, and now it is third and goal. In motion, it's Waddle. Here we go. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. And they do it in blowout fashion. We thought this might be a competitive battle. It was anything but. Points came early, and often they cruised to an easy victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.